setting. One more year, one more sin, and we wash it all off when the countdown begins. Champagne New Year, pour that hope up. Bubbles in my blood when we toast up. New me, same rules, watch me glow up. Whole room screaming when we go up. Champagne New Year, let it rain like drip from the ceiling to the daylight. Say my name, say it, make it feel right. This our time, this our highlight. 10, 9, 8, let the old pain fade. 7, 6, 5, watch the doubt get caged. 4, 3, 2, we be on that stage. 1, we overflow, 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 yeah. Overflow, overflow, overflow.
Bottle pop, truth drop, welcome to the show. Champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code we decode. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you're gonna glow.
Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex. Show. Champagne secrets, let your power grow. Every video, spark, ignite your inner light. Raise a glass to the future, shining bright. Empowerment is the code we decode. Unravel mysteries, life's own secret load. Step by step, tap in, find your flow. With champagne secrets, you're gonna glow. Unlock the strength within you, watch it bloom. Life's a canvas, painted every room. Through ups and downs, cheers to what's next. Champagne secrets, life's complex.
Second and let's talk. Yo, DJ, roll that beautiful champagne footage.
Confidants? What is your profession? What is your profession? Nothing but soldiers and empowerment over there.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
We already made the bad things go. Sip liquid joy, let the bad mind know. We rise up slow, but we still explode.
Boom!
Champagne New Year, pour that hope up. Bubbles in my blood when we toast up. New me, same roots, watch me glow up. Whole room screaming when we go up. Champagne New Year, let it rain like drip from the ceiling to the daylight. Say my name, say it, make it feel right.
I tried telling y'all about tenderness. But let me see. Do that look like I planned? Oh, tenderism. That's my tenderism. Tenderism. Throw the glass. What the glass? It's a possibility. It's a, oh my. I tried telling you. Shake it like a salt. He's telling you all. She is it all right, because you got to have tenderism. You think that ain't tender, man? I just want... I don't even understand that. That's what we call tenderism. Take this tenderism. Hey, I want you to get ready, boy. There's something you ain't seen.
Ain't saying. They say destination is the place to be, because if it ain't tender, I don't want it.
Boy, we down here at tenderism capital. Now, he ain't got bleeding. Hey, you suited and booted?
I'm suited and booted, baby.
Hey, man, grab that thing. That's that dinosaur ball.
That's for me.
Man, grab it.
That's for me. If you say so.
Man, I ain't wanted to, but just grab it, man. You know you gotta shake it like a... Wait a minute, man. Hey, man. Hey, wait a minute, man. Is that brisket?
That brisket.
Pick it on up, man. We ain't playing now.
That brisket?
Yeah, just... They thought we was playing down. Boy, tenderism is where we at.
Tenderism.
Destination Smokehouse, one in the nation.
Number one.
Boy, in the southern part of California, city be Marietta. Might be afternoon where you at, but I'm just down here, look here. I just want to make sure everything is all right. Cause people told me I was playing, but let me see. Do they look like I'm playing? This for real down here. I tried telling y'all about tenderness, but let me see. Do they look like I'm playing? Oh, tenderism. That's my tenderism. Tenderism. Tenderness. That's them black diamonds lying up across there. Security. No, security. Security. And them old ribs, them some spare ribs in the middle. Damn. Them burn in, and then we got some tacos. I can't tell you what oxtail. Hey, man, I ain't gonna tell you about that burger. All thing you gotta do is get there. You know what this is?
No, let me please explain it. Please explain it to me.
This is?
Yeah.
That's that dinosaur ball, man.
What it do?
Wait, man, let me tell you something. We practice tenderness. So I just want to say it's a possibility.
Oh, my.
I'm trying to tell you. Boy, hey. Destination Smokehouse Eatery. Southern part of California. Tenderness. I try to tell you. Hey. Trying to do it. I just know. I just want to see if they tender. If they tender ain't the word. I don't think we was playing though. See this brisket here? But look here, this is beef bone. I want to make sure y'all see the clarity on it. Look. I told you. Let's see what happens. And then, you know, shake it a little bit.
Now look here, this beef bone, and I want to show y'all the clarity from here on up. I told you, destination, one in the nation. That's how we do it around here. I tried to show y'all something, couldn't even do it, so I'm gonna try it this way. That's the kind of stuff I live for.
Talk to me, Walt. Talk to me.
Hey, man, look here. You a guest in the house. Pick that bone up, Mike.
Me? You want me to do it?
You want me to do it? Can you pick the bone up, Mike? What? I tried telling them people. Hey, man, destination one in the nation.
Number one in the...
Tender. You got the black diamonds, boy.
I see these on the internet.
They be shining.
Let me get the diamond on the wrist.
Hey, man, just pick it up, man.
Let me get the diamond on the wrist.
I always say you gotta go. Shake it like a song. He's telling you all.
wall.
Tenderness and cap. And you better know it.
Google Earth that.
Oh yeah,
My man.
boy, look at him like a salt shaker. So, hey,
You want to go on tour wall?
man, we on tour right now. You at?
I'm on tour right now too. First oxtail.
Hey, look. How you like? Man, come on with it, bro. I'm trying telling y'all about tenderness.
For Show Life Music.
Soul Progressive One. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. They coming to see Mr. Tendernism. Get out the camera, Otis. They don't want to see you, Otis. You trying to take over the show, Otis. The Temptations without David Ruffin is some fake-ass temps in search of a David Ruffin. They better know who really is the show over at this place. But we gonna get into it. Let's continue.
Taking hold. When that flavor hits, it's a revelation. Juicy salvation, sweet temptation. Tendernism, feel it deep inside. Falling off the bone where the good vibes hide. Tendernism, that smoky devotion. Baby, it's love in slow motion. You can taste that rhythm and blues. Every bite sings, can't lose. Got that Motown marinade where passion and brisket get played. Tender, tender, that's the creed I believe. Tender, tender, let the meat achieve that soulful state of satisfaction. Oh, love's my BBQ reaction. Tendernism, feel it deep inside. Falling off the bone where the groove resides. Ooh, tendernism, slow cooked emotion. Yeah, baby, that's my devotion. Ooh, yeah. Tender, tender, sweet and slow. Oh, baby, tender, tender, that's so good and slow. Sweet and slow.
I just want to see if they tender.
Got this right here from the gas station.
Check it out. Look at this.
Yeah, real talk. I need to know how many people had to go see they eye doctor and get a new pair of glasses after this challenge because everybody wanted to mock Mr. Tendernism. I just want to know how many eye appointments had to be had, how many prescriptions had to be filled. At this point, my question is, did y'all break the insurance company? Because I just know there was several pair of broken glasses trying to imitate Mr. Tendernism.
Huh? I told you, destination, one in the nation. That's what we do down here.
Tenderest.
Whoa! I just want to see if they tend.
Listen, Progressive, upgrading the whip, ghost riding the whip. Out the sunroof, top of the whip, all of that, because y'all want to follow a trend. Lens crafters finna have an upgrade. Y'all finna see that cost go through the roof, and they finna start offering top line designer. Cause y'all want to follow a trend, destroying all them doggone glasses. Y'all know glasses expensive with them doggone scriptions y'all got in them lenses.
If they tender.
I know it ain't fed. Here's the rhythm.
He's the dinosaur ball.
What are you gonna do?
Tender. This in the deal.
It's some hard shit.
I'm trying to tell y'all need to come on down here.
I just want to see if they tender. If they tender. See this brisket here? I'm trying telling y'all.
I know it ain't fed. Here's the rhythm.
Let me see.
It's some hard shit.
I just want to see if they tender. If they tender. I just want to see if they tender. If they tender, tender ain't the word.
I'm trying to tell y'all need to come on down here.
Grab like, let me see.
Oh, Lord, God. Good God.
I just want to see if they tender. If they tender, tender ain't the word.
Go ahead.
It's some hard shit.
He's the dinosaur ball.
What are you gonna do?
Tender. This tender deal. I just want to see if they tender. If they tender, tender ain't the word. This perfection right here. Look at that. Yeah, there you go. Grab like, let me see.
Oh, Lord, God. Good God.
I just want to see if they tender. If they tender.
I know it ain't fed. The fuck?
I'm here for the tenderness. I need the brisket, please.
Let's see what happens. And then, shake it a little bit.
Oh.
I just want to see if they tender. If they tender ain't. I just want to see if they tender. If they tender,
Oh.
Yes, this funny story was that we just did.
Let me explain something to y'all. A rib ain't good unless it's tender. With all of this foolishness going on surrounding Mr. Tenderism, do y'all not realize y'all don't have to really worry about nobody else setting Mr. Tenderism up where he needs to be? There's enough people in our community. There are enough black celebrities, you know, FBA that y'all keep screaming about. There's enough rappers with money, allegedly, in our community where all they got to do is come together and put their money together, or one of them by themselves start this man a restaurant, if that's what they really wanted to do and wanted it to stop being about talk. But what I wanted to say to y'all is this.
I tried telling y'all.
This is what I want to say to us. And I know we are in a day and age where everybody wants to pit us against each other and cause a whole race war. It really is. Everybody wants to make everything a black versus white thing. Every time you see an injustice going on and you see two people on the screen of a different color, you automatically want to say it's racism. Let me help you understand why it's not. Because some of y'all clearly have never worked in corporate America. Clearly, you never worked in corporate America, because in corporate America, it's a dog-eat-dog world. This man is a business owner. At the end of the day, right now on your job, I want you to sit down, come up with an idea that has to do with their company while you're on their clock. Put it on social media. Have somebody offer you some money for it, and sit back and see how long it takes for them to come for some coinage. That's what I want you to do. It's really clear to me because we live in such a day and age. Let me show you how I understand that a lot of people don't understand corporate America, right? So a few months ago, a few of the baddies on the Zeus Network came out, and they were feeling some kind of way because there were some individuals on the show who were making more than them. And they felt like because they were getting more active on the show, they should have had the bigger check. And I said, you know, this is what happens when we don't familiarize our youth and our cultures and communities with something called a tier of leadership. The fact that money flows down, it also flows back up. The only way money flows down is because they gotta pay you. But they're always looking for money to flow back up. So even though you see this situation, and I know, you feel like you watching Django Remastered. I know. Everybody ain't racist. Some people are just assholes. Do we not understand that? Everybody does not look at the color of your skin and want to say, you know what, I'm going to get over on a black person today. No, some people just wake up and say, I'm finna figure out whatever I need to do to get money. They don't care if you black. They don't care if you white. They don't care if you pink, Puerto Rican, or beyond. They don't care. It's all about the come up. This is a business owner trying to take his business to the next level. He wouldn't have cared if that man was black, white, or in between. Wouldn't have cared. As long as it benefited him and he could come up off of it, he was going to use it. I'm sorry to bust some of y'all bubble, but that's kind of the way the world works. Has been for a very long time. I don't understand why we don't seem to understand this. There's always going to be someone at the top getting more and trying to get more. But it don't necessarily have anything to do with racism. It don't have nothing to do with Sambo. No, this ain't necessarily Candyland. Not necessarily, allegedly. Some stuff, you just dealing with opportunistic people who don't care about individuals and how they are affected, all they care about is the dollar sign at the end. We gonna do a video to really get into it, but we gotta stop that. We gotta stop looking at situations, and just because you see a black individual with a white individual and one or the other is being taken advantage of, it's racism. They always, I don't see a they on the screen, I see a him. A him and a business. Even though this may happen in other situations, we are dealing in this moment with him and his business. There is no they. I can't stand when y'all generalize. I really can't. We got to learn how to start dealing with situations for what situations are. And the fact of the matter is, if we had a culture or generation or community or world of individuals that understood how corporations work, that understood how business work. But see, the problem is, it would be hard for me to get a lot of y'all to understand how business really works, because y'all the same ones that look at Natalie Nunn and call her a boss. So it's hard for me to get you to understand that even though you're looking at this situation and it looks like this man is just, oh my God, he's racist. No, he's corporate. He's corporate and he's doing what corporations do. But see, y'all don't know that, because y'all not striving for corporations. Y'all don't even look at corporations. Some of y'all probably ain't even had a job in a corporation to understand it is really a dog eat dog world. And if you think it is only done from white people to black people, baby, you are highly delusional. Highly. You ought to see how they do each other. If you think this is something. You haven't watched shows like what is the name? And it was just on the tip of my tongue. House of Versace. Y'all ain't watched that? Y'all never watched documentaries or movies on these big name brands? These people will run down and run over and step on people in their own family if it means they get to be ahead. They unalive their own parents to take over the empire. Are y'all okay? This is corporate. The discussion that needs to be had is, why is it okay for corporations, for entities, not people, for entities, because he's a protected individual. He's an entity. He's a business. Why is it okay for businesses to get over on people and the people have no defense when it comes to it? Except you could have just walked away. You didn't have to stay there and deal with it. That's the question. That's the comment. But we gotta stop that, y'all. For real. We gotta stop generalizing and putting everybody in a box. We really gotta stop that, because at the end of the day, this man has a business. Go do something on your job right now that your job feels like can make them some money. See if they not coming for that money. Promise you they are, because that's how corporations work. That crab in a barrel mentality, baby, that's corporation. It's all about who can climb the ladder the highest, the fastest. They don't care the fingers and toes and knees and ankles they got to step on to get there. See, you got to broaden your scope, your thought process. Because if in 2026, you still just focused on black and white, oh baby, you are severely unprepared for what's coming next. Severely unprepared. And the problem is, majority of the world is unprepared. That's why they keep focusing on black and white. sad thing, ain't it? Let's go to the next story. Because this one, I'm going to let you see it first. Then we going to talk about it.
Hey! I'm sorry, you guys are grown adults.
I'm trying to look at his phone.
Huh?
He was over there smiling at his phone.
Oh, yeah?
Let me see.
Why you want to smile?
Huh?
You don't need to smile.
What do you mean?
You're an old man.
I ain't no old man. Joe, come. Bonding with my son. I miss this nigga. Hey.
I'm sorry, you guys are grown adults. Is attracting many gay men. Be ready for the cruise. A few weeks ago, I posted a video of my husband and son wrestling around in the bed. So we just got home from watching his championship football game, and we walked by his room, and we noticed he was smiling down at his phone. So one of those smiles where you know that he's most likely smiling at a girl. So my husband jumped in the bed to try and look at his phone to see why he was smiling so big for. In the midst of all this, I whipped out my phone because, we're content creators. I started filming them. It was funny, it was hilarious, and it was wholesome to see my son and his dad just wrestling around in the bed, even at their big old age. Total fail, because not even 1 hour later, my video was going viral, but for the wrong narrative. People started commenting on my posts, how disgusting this video is, yada yada, the most horrible, disgusting comments, and people resharing, reposting with their own narrative of false accusations. Are getting hundreds of DMs, hundreds of tags, people threatening us, saying that they're calling the FBI, the local police, calling the football chapter that my husband coaches at. The police even knocked on our door about 2 weeks ago and explained to us that they received many complaints about this video and that we need to be checked on. So they interviewed each one of our kids and asked us, where is the kid on the video? And both my husband and I started laughing, saying, you mean our adult child who is 20 years old? The police started laughing, saying the accusations were that he was a minor child. We had a good laugh with the police, sharing our thoughts and our concerns about this false narrative that's going viral. They completely understood and they apologized for having to interrupt our family time, and they left. All this because of a pushed narrative on a 28-second video of my husband and son, what meant to be a wholesome, quote unquote, you're never too old to still get affection from your dad, or quote unquote, boys will be boys, but dad's still checking on her phone, quote unquote, Pacific Islanders with their grown kids, to the most horrible, disgusting.
Hey!
I'm sorry, you guys are grown adults.
Now let me explain something to y'all real quick, right? Because I'm a mother, right? The two individuals in this video, they are adults. Apparently the son is 20 years old and this is his father. Again, I say the father that he is in the bed with. Here's my problem with this whole thing, right? There's not a man that I know on the face of God's green earth who is straight, who is heterosexual, who likes the coochie, the putty tat, who gonna be in the bed with another man. I don't care if it's his son, I don't care if it's his brother, not under no cover. Talking about I was trying to see his phone under the cover. Baby, please. And there's people in the comments who were saying something to the effect of that they did this for likes or jokes, or there's nothing funny about this because two men don't joke. A man is not gonna joke with his son in any form, fashion, or way that insinuates there's something sexual going on. Because that's what that gave. And if you listen to her story of allegedly calling herself explaining what happened in the video, according to her, she stated that her and her husband walked into the room. That don't look like her and her husband walked into the room. That don't look like he jumped on the bed and surprised the son. Wouldn't it? I've jumped on the bed and surprised my children, my grown children. We laugh on top of the covers. How exactly did you climb underneath the covers with your 20-year-old son? Y'all are under the cover and you're whispering something, and it sounds like the two of you are moaning. Are you okay? And then the mom comes in. The two of you are grown, but. And now you coming out trying to explain what you shared with the world. This is what I have a problem with people with. You put this out to the internet. Nothing in your brain said, let me stop and think how this is going to look to the world if I put this out there. That don't look to y'all like they pulling up clothes or adjusting something under that cover. Why is he purposely still trying to adjust stuff under the cover? Why are you still under the cover? You got coaching right there at the door. And you still under the cover with your son. And according to the mom, this was supposed to be the dad spending wholesome time with his son. What in the world have we really come to where a mother normalizes this behavior? A son and dad and a mom normalizes this behavior and blames the internet for what you put out. This is what I talk about with no accountability. In what world? Y'all drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this one. Because I am flued out with this. Let's start it over. Hold on.
Hey!
I'm sorry, you guys are grown adults.
I'm trying to look at his phone.
Huh?
He was over there smiling at his phone.
Oh, yeah?
Let me see.
Why you want to smile?
Huh?
You don't need to smile.
What do you mean?
You're an old man.
I ain't no old man.
Now, who gonna be spending this much time this close in the bed with a 20-year-old son? That does not happen. Maybe in y'all version of 2026, but not in mine. Not in mine is a man in the bed with his 20-year-old son like this. Ever cuddled up talking about play. No. And I've seen dads wrestle with their sons. They ain't under no damn cover. Like they spooning. And she just sitting there, child, bye. Drop in the comments to let me know what y'all think about this. Next story. So I happened to catch this one on the internet. And apparently it was a child attack that was caught on camera. Check this out. So let me adjust this over. So I blurred this out some. Because even with the portions that they blurred out, it was still too much that was seen, and I didn't want that to show. But, hold on 1 second. According to the neighborhood talk, it says, neighbors, this one is disturbing. A 29-year-old Waco man is in custody after assaulting a 3-year-old boy. Police say officers were called Friday after a witness saw the attack. The child was transported by ambulance to a local hospital and has since been released. While investigating, police recovered Ring doorbell footage showing the suspect, Paul Thames, striking the boy. The video later circulated on social media. Thames turned himself in and was charged with injury to a child. This is why I keep saying our system is damn near irreparably broken, because what do you mean he was charged with injury to a child? That's the only thing you charge this man with? This man looks like he is almost slamming this child against the concrete. He looked like he done did time in prison before, looking like baby Thanos on this doggone screen. And what you see blurred out is he has both of his hands around the area just under this baby's cheek. He's lifted from the ground by the area underneath his chin. The baby's hands are on his hands as if trying to pull his hands off the area from underneath his chin while his feet are dangling. Y'all know what I gotta say. At some point, ladies, you gotta start taking accountability for the men that you allow in the lives of your children, of our children. Now, we gotta have the real conversation. Listen to this.
You gonna stop playing?
So, you can't have power anywhere else. So you exert it over a child. Making a child who is already powerless feel even more powerless and helpless brings you excitement and brings you joy. You remember, and we're gonna go back to it. We are, but it's so much been going on lately. You remember when we were having that conversation about the school shooting and the manifestos and all of that stuff? And we were talking about criminal minds, and we were talking about the different kind of killers. Yeah, I think it's high time we start sitting down and having a conversation. This behavior don't stop here. And unfortunately, with only an injury to a child charge, this monster will be back out on the street. He will. At some point, ladies, we got to start accepting accountability for what we allow into our lives and into our children's lives. No, we have to. We have to. We got to start choosing better. You don't know if he got fist of fury. You don't know what his bank account is like. All you know is he looked good. He said the right things in your ear, and he piped you down right. And you done threw all inhibitions to the wind. You haven't thought about your children's safety. Do you not understand? Excuse me. As a mother, the type of men that you bring around your children is showing your daughters the type of men to have and showing your sons the type of men to be. You don't realize that? But y'all just jumping up grabbing anybody because you just want a man. You just want a girl. You just want a shawty. So you're not thinking down the line. You're not thinking, how is this person going to be with a kid? Can this person be a daddy? Can this person be a mama? Do they have that trait? Is this person a wife? Do they have that trait? You see a lot of people running around, and today is Sunday, talking about the Proverbs 31 woman. Well, the Bible says, he that findeth her findeth a good thing. That means it has to be in her. That's not something you create. It has to be there. You can't create a mama. Anybody can incubate a seed. Hell, robots now are incubating seeds. Y'all don't get it though. Y'all don't get it. You don't get that it's important how you choose what's gonna be in your life and in your children's life. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it until stuff like this comes out. And then everybody, well, we did argue a lot, you know, but all couples argue, right? We do fight, but all couples fight, right? Come on now. We gotta want better. At some point, you gotta wake up, open your eye, and say, today is the day that I want better. Today is the day. From this point forward, I am not choosing anything or allowing anything in my life or between my legs that cannot benefit me in the future. It's that serious. Time is moving on. You not. You still stuck in the same place. Making the same bad choices. But expecting different results, better results from the same bad choices. Come on now. Drop in the comments though and let me know what you think. On to the next story. So, y'all listen. This says a judge scolds Tyreek Hill's estranged wife, Keita, for buying a $196K Bentley with the money she claimed to need for child support. The use of funds is indicative of her financial priorities. Didn't I just tell y'all? Y'all need to start being careful who you choose and have in your life. Fellas, didn't we tell you that yesterday? Y'all better be careful who you decide to procreate with. Everybody ain't a mama. You got awarded child support money and you bought a Bentley. Mama. But will be the same kind of woman that will get on social media and drag him for filth for being a deadbeat dad. And majority of y'all just jump behind him. Everything that they say, that's a doggone shame he ain't taking care of his kids. When the fact of the matter is, it's not that the man ain't taking care of his kids. He ain't taking care of her. So now I want to make your life a living hell because you don't want me no more. Do y'all not realize that's what all this really be? Because you don't want to be with me no more and I don't have access to your pockets no more, I'm going to stay in your pockets and I'm going to make your pockets hurt. That's all that is. Whenever you have baby mama or baby daddy drama, it's because somebody ain't through. Somebody ain't done. That's all that is. When you really done, baby, you don't care. I don't care about your money. Make sure your kids are straight. That's all I care about from you. But that's only when you're done. Not when you being vengeful. When you being hateful. Y'all know the old saying, hell hath no fury. Yeah. And y'all men keep falling for the okie doke. Meanwhile, hold on. Before I go to the next one. And this is kind of going backwards. So we gonna go in reverse. So right before that, Keita Vaccaro reportedly awarded one-time payment of $500K plus additional $20 to $50K for spending money in ongoing divorce from Tyreek Hill after 7 months of marriage. So she got $500K and used $100 and something of it to buy her a Bentley. So she claims he physically abused her at least 8 times throughout their 17-month marriage. Now this is why I keep telling y'all don't really be choosing for the right reason. Y'all be getting married and divorced in the same month. These are the shortest matrimonies I have ever seen on this side of heaven. 17 months. You couldn't even make it 2 years because it wasn't real. You didn't know each other for real. You knew between each other's legs for real. You knew how to satisfy each other sexually for real. You didn't know how to stimulate each other mentally. You didn't know how to push each other and provoke the drive in each other. You didn't know how to stimulate each other emotionally. If you did, there would be no way that your marriage would have ended in 17 months. You didn't know each other for real. This ought to be part of Never Trust a Big Butt and a Smile series. Because that's what I keep telling y'all. Speaking of, I also ran across this story now. So apparently, someone came out on social media and made this post. Hold on 1 second. Just a teensy bit. So, oh no. Okay, here we go. This is the beginning. So, whoever Baddie B is, excuse me, came out and said, black men are made for Latina mommy. This y'all fault, fellas. It is. This y'all fault. These are the monsters y'all created, because this isn't the first time a Latin female has come out and made this statement. And let me give my disclaimer, because I don't have a problem with anybody. Look, you, whatever your favor, baby, toast with the most. Do you? You the one got to answer for whatever choice you decide to make. Nope, I'm not going to tell you you need to stay with your race. Now, I'm not going to do that. Look, that's between you and the Lord. But here's the problem. Every reality TV show that you see, just about, from Love and Hip Hop to Basketball Wives to, trying to think, more than likely those are the main two. But you see black men with Latino women. Stevie J. Everybody in the Creep Squad. I even made the joke myself and said, this ought to be called Love and Latinos or something, because everybody has a lady of Latin descent on their arm. All the brothers, for the most part. Y'all created this. You did. And I ain't saying ain't nothing wrong with it. If that's your choice, that's your choice. There's a lot of men like Latin women. That's cool. But when you make them emboldened enough to come out and be able to say this, because that's what y'all choose. And the problem is, a lot of y'all really is just a fetish. It's not really that y'all really choosing them because you want to wipe them down and have kids with them and build a life. No, you want them on your arm as trophies. Majority of them are stacked, figured 8, yams, cakes for days. Cut it, slice it, serve it, and still got some for leftovers. Naturally. Like black women. But in a lot of men's eyes, the more exotic version. Because they come from an island. That's all it is. But these are the ones that you see them parading around on TV. So now all of a sudden it makes individuals emboldened enough to think, oh, black men don't choose black women. All they want is Latina. So the black men came out and had something to say. This one said, not this black man. This one said, just leave this here for the black women that love us for real. I think my black wife wants to enter the chat. God made the black woman for the black man, and it will never change. Made for this black queen. Actually, try again. Black woman, me please. No, we not made for women who claim I know black. We're not made for women who only want our rhythm and not our blues. We're not made for women who exercise their power privileges dynamic when they're mad at us, i.e. using police law against us. I'll stick with the only woman that understands my struggle. Black is beautiful. So the men came out and the men said they choosing black, and I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap. It sounds good in front of everybody. Y'all know, y'all make me sick. Y'all make me so sick. Hold on a second, cause I gotta get some water. Y'all got y'all glasses filled to the rim. We ain't did the intro yet. We still in our Joker's Wild. But make sure you got your glass filled to the rim. And I'm gonna be right back. I'm calling cap, and I'm calling cap because I see some of y'all social media. I see a lot of social media, from celebrities to rappers to just everyday people. Y'all be fiending and fanning over Latina. Even if it's just a smash, even if it's just a fetish. The fact of the matter is you run to them to have them on your arm. And now they feel like they're all you want. You were created for that. What y'all think, fellas? I need some of my bros to drop in the comment with this one. Is it cap? Or is it something there? Drop in the comments to let me know. Alright. Y'all ready to get into this show? Thank you for joining us for the Joker's Wilds on today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Because it was a lot going on, you know, especially that man in the bed with his son. Now, that was just a bit much. And the mama just standing there looking delusional, talking about, you know, they were just trying to have some father-son time. Because you done put that foolishness out there and embarrassed yourself with your husband in the bed with your child. After you got all these questions as to whether or not he's even straight, child, please. It is way too much going on in this world. Yeah, I got too much going on. That's why we need to get into some positivity and affirmations. Y'all ready? Let's go. Champagne Gang, FizzFam, confidants, and visitors to the Champagne City. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come one, come all, come on in. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm the Empress, and you are joining me for grown discussions and bubbly banter. Over here, we get classy with a twist, huh? A little clink with chaos with a side of charm. So if you're ready to sip, savor, and spill, grab your favorite glass of bubbly, kick your feet up in one of those Chase lounges. Make sure you have your charger because we don't need your phone dying. We've got a lot to get into. Say hi to a few people in the chat and let's get ready to get into our affirmations. So get your glass, raise it high in the air. Yesterday, I gave thanks to all my subscribers and supporters for sticking in there with me through this time and moment of transition. Like I said yesterday, for those of you who know, some of you don't, you may be new and fresh here. I recently went through a period where I lost everything. In the middle of bringing my grandson back to my daughter, I ended up getting a call from someone I hadn't heard from in over 5 years almost, with a job offer paying more than I've ever made. And on top of that, she turned around and paid me what I asked for. So I'm in the middle of transitioning to a whole new city with nothing, because all my stuff's still in another city. But still working and making it work out somehow. And God, look, it's all God. If I just anybody, I'd say it's all good. But I know better. Baby, I know it's all God. And baby, y'all don't even know. I give him the thanks, because he didn't have to, but he did. Excuse me. They say, but somebody gotta have it. So I wanted to make sure to say thank you to all my subscribers and supporters who had stuck in there with me through this period of transition while I'm figuring everything out. You might not get as many lives or as many videos during this time while I'm transitioning. At this time, I'm apartment hunting, looking for my own place, so that way I can just jump up and hit record and don't have to worry about if somebody got something else going on, or if somebody in the building arguing and cussing and y'all gonna think it's in the other room with me, that somebody ain't even gotta worry about that. I'm looking for my own apartment, and I want a law. See how God is just good. Y'all don't even know. One day we gonna jump on the live and we just gonna talk about how God just has been blessing. Y'all remember, if y'all from the old school church, y'all remember just testimony service where you just get up, and sometimes people need to hear how others are getting blessed, like organically getting blessed. People need to hear that, to know that it can happen to and for them too. Because I wasn't looking to move back to the Midwest at all. My desire was Vegas. I ain't even gonna lie to you. My desire was Vegas. But they say you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan. Right? Because he had other plans. And I'm grateful that he did. Right? Now get them glasses and raise them high in the air. Y'all done been in my business. So let me get in y'all business real quick. Tonight, we remind ourselves who we are. We are not late. We are not lost. We are not behind. We are fermenting. Pressure doing what pressure does, creating sparkle. We walk into rooms knowing we belong there. We speak even when our voice shakes, because truth doesn't wait for comfort. We choose ourselves on purpose, without apology, without a committee meeting. This is the season where we stop shrinking to make things easier. Stop diluting the power. Stop waiting for permission that was never required. So we breathe deep. So we plant our feet. So we let confidence rise like bubbles. Quiet, steady, undeniable. Now I need you to affirm it with me with your whole chest. We are ready. We are bold. We take up space. And whatever tonight asks of us, we meet it head on, fully poured. And if you believe it with me, let's toast. Them affirmations be feeling so good. They feel good to me. I be needing them if y'all don't. That's all I gotta say. If y'all don't need them, I need them. If just one person is blessed from the affirmations, that's all that matters. Because sometimes you need somebody to pour some positivity into you. especially right before you go to sleep at night. Because right before you go to sleep at night, that's when your conscious loses control and your subconscious takes over. So you need positive energy to be fed into your subconscious before it's even activated. So you go to sleep in peace and not in turmoil. Get it? And because we trying to stay in peace, what did I tell y'all before? We ain't got time for no trolls.
Yeah. Whole squad on patrol. Where they at? Point them out that troll. Troll buses on patrol. Hey, hey, hey! Troll buses on patrol, troll patrol. Clamp down, shut them out, tow that troll. Click clap, log them out, fold that troll. Whole chair, chanting now, roast that troll. Roast that troll! Troll buses on patrol, troll patrol. Yeah, big boots, stomp them out, roll that troll. Roll it, cap lock, drag them out, scroll that troll. Crowd yell loud, we control these trolls. We control these trolls. You type to little mole that troll. Live in my crib, little bowl cut troll. Grease on your keys, little old stain troll. Bridge so hot, screen cold from the troll. You a bridge bottom, did water troll. Wi-Fi weak, one bar in your soul. Profile pic, just an egg on a pole. Whole existence on whole set troll. Same fake pages, same lame troll. Catfish, but you can't say that troll. Talk big game, but you fold like a scroll. We just laugh, hit mute on the troll. Troll buzzers on patrol, troll patrol. Wait. Clamp down, shut them out, tow that troll. Click, clack, log them off, fold that troll. Whole chat, chanting now, roast that troll. Roast that troll. Troll buzzers on patrol, troll patrol. Big boots, stomp them out, roll that troll. Cap lock, drag them out, scroll that troll. Crowd yell loud, we control these trolls. We control these trolls. You a damn rock, mouse grown troll. Little dust mite off brand troll. Fry or hair, little egg roll troll. Keyboard chrome, snap fat troll. You a bad seat, no roll troll. Big talk, zero gold troll. DM tough in the street so cold. See us live in your spine, made a jello troll. You a trash bag, half torn troll. We a whole squad, patrol that scroll. On the fly swatter, you the mad ass troll. She the boot heel, flatten that troll.
Go home, go home, troll. Whole room, yeah, log off, troll.
Log off.
Go home, troll.
Whole room, you grow up, troll. Troll busters is on patrol, troll patrol. Slam down, shut them out, tow that troll. Click clack, log them off, fold that troll. Whole chat, chanting now, roast that troll. Roast that troll. Troll busters on patrol, troll patrol. Yo, big boots, stomp them out, roll that troll. Cap lock, drag them out, scroll that troll. Crowd yell loud, we control these trolls. We control these trolls.
Ladies and gentlemen, confidants, welcome to the Hennessy Zone. Straight talk, no chaser. This place was created for those topics that require, well, a little something stronger than just champagne. Over here, we think and drink responsibly. Now let me give you a disclaimer. Everything discussed in the Hennessy Zone, all of the commentary is based on my opinion, and is done so in accordance with the Fair Use Act, which allows for these discussions for the purpose of entertainment and teaching, because there's wisdom to be gained from everything, whether it's good or bad. Now, we don't attempt to solve cases over here, but we do discuss them. And I love to hear your opinions about each of the cases we discuss, so please do me a favor and drop in the comments and let me know what you think about today's case. Champagne City. Thank you, Progressive. Now, you already know your girl got to give you a production. You know, I learned something. I'm going to show y'all something. You know. Y'all like the new intro to the Champagne City? Hold on. Cause I like it. Let me run it back one more time. Hold on. Y'all watch this. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Your girl be producing. And she do. But y'all, we need to pick up where we left off on yesterday. So today we are getting back into this whole story with StepDaddy Dro that has the internet on lock, that has everybody in a chokehold because it don't make sense. And when it don't make sense, you gotta ask questions until it starts making sense, right? What they're claiming. What do you know the part of this story that makes the least amount of sense to me? The part of this story that makes the least amount of sense to me is the fact that there are no major news outlets covering this story. There's no articles about this story. You can't find nothing about this on a Google search. You would think a story about a man jumping out of a vehicle, being thrown out of a vehicle, allegedly having blunt force trauma to the back of the head, mysteriously ending up unalive with a mysterious phantom homeless man under the bridge that said he staggered from the vehicle, with two good Samaritans that pulled over on the side of the road and tried to help him, with a girlfriend who drove up the street and said she was gonna wait for him, and then followed the paramedic back. Y'all, you would think somebody's major news outlet would have picked up this story to try to figure out what in the hell is going on. But you can't find nothing about it anywhere. So the only thing we really have to go off right now is speculation and trying to piece together pieces based off what they tell us and what they show us. So today we're going to be looking at not so much of not what we have heard already. We are going to be looking at what they are showing us in this visual underneath the bridge. Now, we got into a lot of it yesterday, but we're going to get into some more of it today. We're also getting into the two good Samaritans who paused in help, because I got some questions and you should too. So, let's see, where do we want to start? I told y'all this is really the closest I've ever seen them together. I really don't understand how someone who is so head over heels in love is being so evasive, when it comes to explaining what happened to the love of your life. There's no way something happens to the love of my life and I'm not out my mind trying to get answers to the people that he loves. No way at all. It's my spidey senses is going off. Something in the milk ain't clean, as they used to say. Progressive said distraction by design. I absolutely agree. My question would be, what are they distracting us from? What? Who is this girl and who is her people? That's what I'm finna start asking now. Who is she attached to? Who did she used to be attached to? Who did she potentially date before him? Has she ever been into anything shady or anything allegedly? Because none of this makes sense. And when stuff don't make sense, y'all better start asking questions until it do. As long as 2 plus 2 is equaling 86, you better keep asking questions till it gets down the phone. So, I told y'all we're going to start a series on the channel, and it's going to be specifically for the fellas. And it's going to be called Never Trust a Big Butt and a Smile. You better get to know them first. Because these girls out here is poison. They costing y'all life. Yeah, you got men costing women their life too, but the problem is everybody's talking about the men that's costing women their lives. Everybody. All the podcasts are talking about the men that's costing women their lives. Yeah, you don't have too many people out there that's flipping that thing around and saying, yeah, while y'all looking and thinking these the innocent, harmless victims out here, you dealing with the bride of Chucky and don't even know it. Y'all out here sleeping with mama babies. Y'all out here with the woman from Misery and don't even know it. Till y'all wake up strapped to a doggone bed. She got a sledgehammer in her hand. We gonna start a series. Cause y'all need to learn the warning signs. Cause y'all keep being caught unaware too, fellas. Y'all just keep falling for it because she look good. Y'all gotta start being attracted to and attached to more than aesthetics. What is her head game like? And I'm not talking about her lips, her throat. Talking about that. You better start adding some sapio to your sexual. Start asking some questions and having some hard conversations. And stop looking at a pretty face and a nice figure. Because men are turned on by sight. A bad body will have y'all hook, line, and sinker if you not careful. Then the other thing we talked about is paying attention to signs and stuff like body language. Fellas, y'all don't pay attention. There's no way a woman who's, and I told y'all, I'm not saying I think this girl hates him. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I don't think she's in love with him. I don't think she's in love with him the way he's in love with her. I think she likes him. I think she cares about him. I think she loves him. I think she considers him a lifelong partner. I do not think she's in love with him. It's a difference. And a woman can marry a lifelong partner if it can benefit her. It's happened time and time again. It's not unusual. This kiss from her, I told y'all from the when we dissected the videos before, every picture she takes with him, she's leaning back. He's leaning in. He's pushing his lips out for the kiss. Hers are still pushed in, meaning she's not exerting any effort. This is a photo op moment for her. This isn't a moment to express intimacy. Come on, women. Let's be real here. Take the mask off. Take the facade off. And let's be honest. You know what it looks like when a woman really wants a man. When she really into a man. And he done kissed her. Child, bye. Please. Please. She all up on that man. When she really want him. Now, if she don't care and it's transactional, I love him. You know, that's my boo. But it's just that. Because it's something that she looking for out of it. Allegedly. Y'all better look for the signs. Because ain't no way you head over here and you leave Bay on the side of the road. That don't happen. That don't move like that. Not in that direction. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to something because I played y'all this clip yesterday. Now, I want to play a piece of it for you because I was watching someone in the comments, and someone in the comments of this video said that when she's talking about his gift basket that she got for him, she calls it his gift casket for Valentine's Day. So we gonna listen closely and see if we can hear it. Let me know if you can hear casket or basket.
Oh, my little ain't that?
Bro, what the fuck? I just was telling you I need 10,000 boxes, bro. That's crazy. Cause you so attentive.
So I got you your own little Valentine's Day basket. I never did this before. So I said,
now that sound like casket to you or basket? Sounded a little like casket to me. Now I do understand that we have Freudian slips, but how crazy is it to have a Freudian slip about a casket and he ends up in one? So I heard truly when it comes to a Freudian slip, the slip is because there was something that you either wanted to say, was feeling, thinking about, or contemplating on the inside anyway. Drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Did y'all know that about a Freudian slip? I know it's an accidental saying of some, oh, that was just a Freudian slip. They didn't mean that. But in actuality, by definition, according to the internet, they said it really does mean that because the slip came from your subconscious or your inner conscious, however you want to explain it. Even if by accident, it was really something you felt, wanted to say, or something you wanted to do. Drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think. So Lulu has come out amidst all this stuff, and she said, this has been the most heartbreaking thing I've ever been through. It has been extremely difficult, overwhelming, confusing, and emotional dealing with everything that came from this situation while trying to grieve the love of my life and process him not being here with me anymore. When we were nothing short of inseparable. Well, you were very short of inseparable because you separated for you to go down the street when you left him on the side of the road. I would never do anything to harm him or would want him to lose his life. I have lost a major part of me losing him. Social media was never, my thing. It was Tyrone's. My first thought is not to address anything online. And even when I did, I really didn't know what to say because I am lost, and those who really know us know us. We were not perfect, but we were literally made for each other. We had a whole life plan together. For those asking, I've been provided my account of everything that happened since the beginning to both sides of Tyrone Davis' family. The dad's side, the Davis family, and his mom's side, the Jennings family. Notice that only one side of his family is spreading hateful, negative things that they know Tyrone would not allow nor respect. As much as I want to explain my innocence out of the love for my man that I still cannot believe is not here to do life with me, there is currently an active investigation underway. Out of respect for this process, I will refrain from making any more public statements until the investigation is over. To everyone who has witnessed our love, whether publicly or personally, and who has chosen to stand with me, thank you. Your support means the world, and it's what I need right now. I just ask that you all allow the detectives to do their job and stop with the accusations. The truth will come out in due time. At the end of the day, the detectives are going to do what they're going to do, but that doesn't change the fact that what is being alleged that you're telling the family doesn't make sense. Now again, we haven't heard her come out and give her account of what happened. She's just saying that she gave that account to both sides of his family. She hasn't come out on social media and said anything about what happened. She hasn't said what the argument was about. Yesterday I said the chances are that it either had to do with another man or another woman. But I thought about it. It could have also had something to do with money. Another man, another woman, or money. Those are always the three culprits when it comes to situations like this between husband and wife or domestic partners. Another man, another woman, or money. One of those three monsters is going to start the show on the way to destruction. But right now, we don't know what the argument was about. And what's interesting to me is that nobody is coming out and explaining what the argument was about, because that would tell us a lot about what happened in this situation with these two, if we knew what the argument was about. But let's get into this walk near the bridge.
We talked, and he was in good spirits.
We went this way.
Okay, Thea.
That she was gonna let Lulu come to the funeral, y'all went off. I get it. So, like I said, with that being said, because leave up out of here, you gotta understand, people, the wage of sin is death all day. That she was gonna let Lulu come to the funeral. And go through this stuff. It's me. You think
all the answers, but I want to give some honest perspective from what happened. We were at Texas Roadhouse.
Wait. And for y'all that just the nurse that helped my cousin on the side of the road. We got the whole family walk.
It's me. You think I'm gonna keep on wanting to hear that? But see, we don't go by what the words say. The words say a soft answer turns away wrath, y'all. But we don't go there. We argue.
All right, y'all. We walking down here. The nurse that helped my cousin on the side of the road. We got the whole family walking to meet the nurse that found.
Now, I need y'all to pay attention to this barrier. Because if you look at the height of this barrier on these individuals who are walking along this path, the height of this barrier is coming up past like their waist. So this is not a short concrete barrier. I am still trying to understand, how could he have jumped out of a moving car with this barrier right there? Now, all while they're talking, I need y'all to pay attention to this barrier and the vehicles on the road and how close they are coming to the barrier. So, if her vehicle was in the lane closest to the barrier, how exactly was he able to jump out of a moving car and not suffer more damage when you're jumping out directly into a concrete barrier?
My cousin on the side of the road. The whole family.
Look how high it
How are you guys? Oh Lord. Yeah, right. Sorry, y'all.
It's so sad. It's so sad. We just want answers.
We don't have all the answers, but I want to give some honest perspective from what happened. We were at Texas Roadhouse.
Wait.
And for y'all that just joined, this is the nurse and her husband that tried to help my cousin.
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Okay, fiance.
But so, at 5 o'clock, we left Texas Roadhouse, like 5:02. We were at this light behind a car.
Yes.
There's a red car in front of us. There was another guy involved too.
Yes, I talked to him.
Okay, you talked to him?
Yes,
okay,
I
good.
got his information.
He pulls forward and he stops. I'm like, what's this guy doing? And I honk and he turns his blinkers on. Like, okay, he's not working. We go around, we see someone's in the road. She's a nurse, so we immediately pull over.
So where were you not to stop y'all?
We were in this lane.
The outside lane?
His car would have been right here.
He had the flashers on.
He has flashers. We got here, we see his body. He was up there about 15 feet.
Yep.
We get out. She immediately runs over. I had gloves in the car. She's checking in. You want to say what you initially saw?
He had a pulse. Okay. He was breathing. I opened up his pupils to make sure his pupils were good. They were normal. Okay. He was kind of moving around a little bit, like he was kind of disoriented. And I kept saying, "Hey, I'm a nurse. My name's Brandy. Can I help you?" No response. Kind of just kept moving around a little bit.
While she was on the ground, I was surveying the area. One of the things I want to mention, I believe you said he always had 2 phones on him.
Yeah, 3.
He had 3. Oh, 3.
Yes, 3.
He had his this is what I thought was suspicious, is there was his wallet and his phone. There was about $15 in cash, like laid out like this, as if to show this wasn't a robbery. It looked like someone set it there, like all nice. The wings were right by his feet. They hadn't been opened. The pizza was all over the road. The other thing I want to say, why was the car going this way if the pizza place is down that way?
Right.
That's the important thing I wanted to relate. They should not have been coming that way with fresh food. And their hotel was over here.
Yes.
So they were coming back, which didn't make sense with that story. But we called
Thank you.
We called 911. By the way, I heard the report there was a homeless person who saw something. I was standing here, I didn't see anybody. So I just wanted to mention that.
Because we kind of thought that was a robbery or something like that. So we were trying to be super careful, wondering if there was anybody around. And we didn't see anybody. I told the guy that had pulled over and that had the flashers on, I told him, I said, call 911 right now.
Yeah, no, I said, have you called 911 yet? He said, no.
So now I have a really quick question for y'all, right? Does he look like the kind of guy who would only have $15 in his pocket? Now this is no tea, no shade, none whatsoever, because times is hard right now. You better be lucky if you got $5 in your pocket. But does T2 look like the kind of guy, from the videos and images that I shared, from the fact that he is consistently showering his girl with name brand bags, to the fact that he has his own trucking company? Do you know how much truckers make? Do y'all have any idea? So and he has a mouth full of gold teeth, right? Does he strike you like the type of individual to only have $15 in their pocket? Again, I say, and I need y'all to remember as we keep going with this story, there's 3 things that usually causes this: another man, another woman, or money. We need to figure out which one did they argue about before this incident happened.
To call right now.
And guess what? He reached out to me.
Good.
And he said that he was grunting when he walked over to him. As he pulled over, he saw paper in the road, so he slowed down. Then he saw a body. He said he thought it was a homeless person in the street, but he got out his car and realized the paper was money, not paper. And that's when he said he picked the money up to put it back in his wallet.
Okay, well, there you go.
So at the end of the day, he said you pulled up. But he said when he walked over to him, he was just grunting and moving.
We got out right after he did. So
yeah, so it's right there.
Time.
Yes, very little time.
What I want you to
when
check
you
out.
say 15 minutes. Hold on.
I know exactly where he was, but what do you want to
What I want you to check out is find out when 911 got the call and find out when the ambulance left, because she arrived about 2 minutes before the ambulance did. So
before the ambulance?
The ambulance was already here, and she showed up. And the thing that I talked about is I don't know if she was driving or someone else was driving. She alleged she was driving. I'm going to say this. I have a lot of first responders in my family. I've been in a lot of these situations. When someone has a loved one that's on the street like that, you come up and you're like, oh my God, what happened? Is he okay? I was up at the gas station. I was waiting for him. I sure hope he's okay. That's why I wanted to talk to you guys. She showed up to give her story to make sure it was set straight. It was not like, where is he? Is he okay? I'll be in there with it. It was nothing. I was nothing like that. There was no concern on her at all. And I told that to the police at the moment. And
yes, and here's the thing. January 6th, Gainesville, Gilchrist. No, Gainesville, I'm targeting just y'all. I talked to this guy. He reached out to me right after it happened. I had 400 and something messages in my inbox going live. Something say on January 6th, check your messages. And
you know what, Progressive? I'm gonna have to agree with you here, or something. Something had to happen in this vehicle. Happen in the vehicle, or happen before they got in the vehicle, because we really still don't know if what happened took place in the vehicle. This could have literally happened before they left the Airbnb. Because, like, y'all stop and think about it. By the time he gets to the hospital, by the time his family is notified, he is brain dead. He's not even responding or any level of consciousness of being able to answer questions, talk, or anything when the Good Samaritans is helping him on the side of the road. Have y'all stopped to think about the fact that maybe, just maybe, this didn't even happen in the car, but it happened before they even got in it? Y'all think about that? And maybe the reason why he was behaving the way he was behaving, if there was or wasn't an alleged homeless man, could have been the effects of whatever happened before they got in the car finally kicking in or taking over. I think something else actually did happen. However, I think it happened in the cabin. I don't think it really happened in the car. I think by the time he got in the car, the damage was already done. By the time he got ejected from the vehicle, the damage was already done. That's my opinion. Drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think.
God said I was the first one on the scene, and they joined me. They say the nurse was not my wife or my girlfriend. They came in another car afterwards. I said, let me ask you a question. Did you talk to the police? He said, I gave them my number. I gave the detectives and the police on the scene, and they never called to this day. They told the Davis family, we've been reaching out to him, but we couldn't get an answer. They also said that they wanted answers.
This is my cousin Daddy, y'all.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's that progressive, and it's also the perfectly laid food for me. Perfectly laid food, because again, you remember there is a concrete barrier right there. There's no way for him to be able to open that door with pizza and chicken in his arms, open the door, jump out of the vehicle with chicken and pizza in his arms, and the pizza gets spewed all over the ground and the expressway. How does that even happen? The crazy part about this story is there's so many points in this story that are not even logically possible when you think about it. I can't wait till this story finally come out, because it's stressing me out. Because what?
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much.
We asked the detective. We asked that first guy that robbed, witness number one.
Hold on for a minute. I want y'all to give me a briefing on what y'all were, what y'all said.
Okay, we've been
all the time.
We've been catching Tasha. We were at this light. We come through the car in front of us.
Hold on.
I am.
He turned his blinkers on, so we went around him. We go around him. We see he didn't stop because his car was broken, but there was someone in the road. She's a nurse. That's her job. She says, we got to get out and help them. We get out. She goes up and helps him. I'm securing the scene, making sure it's safe. I didn't see anybody else around. We must have been there. I don't know the timeline. I gave Tasha some information that can help figure out the timeline. Yes. Because we called 911 less than a minute after the other gentleman called 911. Just a minute.
Yes, sir.
And she assessed him. She stabilized him. She made sure his neck was okay. We got him out of the road and moved him to the side.
Yes, sir.
I did see on the ground, right by him was his wallet with money sticking out, a cell phone. He had his wings. The pizza was all over the place. And what I told him is what I thought was weird is the pizza place is that way. When you had fresh hot food, why were they going this way again if the hotel was over there? That didn't make sense to me.
It's a lot of things in this consistency that don't make sense. Like I say, okay, go ahead.
Okay, So as we're there, we might have been there 15, 20 minutes. I don't know the timeline. The way to find out the timeline is find out when they called 911 and find out when the ambulance left to go to the hospital. You get that time stamp. Because she pulled up. I don't know if she was driving or someone was driving her. We did not look for that. She pulled up.
She as a who?
Kier.
I don't know.
Lulu, okay.
Lulu showed up. She didn't come up to us. She went up to him because they put him on the stretcher in the ambulance. And she had no concern in her voice. She had no... If she was on the side of the road and I drove up, I would be like, oh my God, what happened? Is he okay? She was not like that. She was there to get her story straight. That's all she did. She kept repeating. It's like she rehearsed in her mind. She's like, come on, get my story.
Tasha, come on. Go loud. Let us mess.
This is right here. This right here.
Hold on. Let us see. Go ahead. Finish down what you're saying.
And that's what I was saying.
Repeat that last word.
It was the fact that she showed up. And by the way, she got that boot on her foot. She was moving pretty quick. She was not hobbling at all. But she went up to the ambulance just to say, oh, I was up at the Circle K. He was upset and got out of the car, and I was waiting for him for 5 minutes. It was no 5 minutes. It was close. She said they had an argument, and he was hot, and so he got out of the car. And that would make no sense to get out of the car right here. I am worried that if he got out of the car and she spun off, she might have bumped into him.
Hit the gas. That's
Hold
what.
on. Let him do his
Yeah, hit the gas. But again, we don't know. We did not see any of that.
Correct.
Now you saw.
I said go get something for his head.
I got a clean roll of paper towels. We put it to give him like a pillow.
Right, because I didn't want his head to be laying on the ground.
Whenever we saw him, he could never speak. He was less conscious, but he went into a deeper state of unconsciousness. He looked like he was about to seizure.
Yeah.
So
And I asked Lulu, does he have any medical problems? Does he have diabetes? Does he have seizures? I said, does he have any kind of medical problems that the ambulance needs to know about? And she said, no, not that I know of. And she was calling the entire time.
Oh yeah.
Did he have any bruises? Any bruises consistent with getting hit by a car?
No. I saw his legs. I had to move his legs off the street. Now, I did not think he was homeless. He looked like he was in his PJs. He looks like he was comfortable.
Yes, sir.
He had on his sweats, and we moved him off the road. But there was no any sign, anything.
No signs of getting hit by a car.
The only thing on him
right
was
here.
the spot, which was
Right
like
here.
the brown spot
Right here.
That's all we saw.
And I just love the
Hey, could that have been when y'all pulled him out the road? He got the scratches on
We didn't pull him, but we, me and the other guy, we lifted him up to get him off the road safely and gently.
Because he was in the right lane.
Yeah, he was in the lane.
Right.
Yeah.
So prior to the paramedics arriving on the scene.
Hey, real quick, riddle me this, right? Can you explain to me? This is why I think something happened in that cabin, because what man of T2 stature is leaving out the house in pajamas? What happened in that cabin? What happened? Because my antennas is telling me, and I could be wrong. Again, I tell you, this is all speculation because you can't find anything about this story. On Google, you can't find a news article, nothing. Nowhere. No news outlets have picked this story up at all. So there's no answers outside of what they're feeding us on social media and what they show us on social media, because the news ain't touching it. But what man do you know is leaving out the house with pajamas on? Men are constantly telling women that they sick of women leaving out the house with pajamas on. So what do you mean you found him in his pajama pants? Now, I heard that the other day, but I, let it go over my head until I just thought about it, hearing it repeated. I don't know too many men leaving out the house in their PJs. Is that the thing, fellas? Or, again, look, I feel like something happened in the cabin. I don't know what. I don't know if she put him in the vehicle, if she had help. I don't know if he walked by himself. If maybe during the car ride he started succumbing to whatever injury he had suffered. But there's no way to have blunt force trauma to the back of your head. There's also no way for him to jump out of that car, moving, and not have any skid marks or damage to the rest of his body. There's no way, especially not have any signs on the guardrail that's right there. The concrete one. There's no way. Or have pizza and chicken all over the ground. Like I said yesterday, I don't think the car was moving. I think it was stopped. And I really wish whoever else was on that road would come out and tell what they saw. Because you saw how busy that road was just with them there doing their walkthrough or memorial, meeting with the Good Samaritans. You saw all of the cars. You telling me on that particular day nobody caught nothing at all? Was everybody on the road on their phones? Somebody got to come out and say something because somebody saw something. You had to. That road is too busy. And then right behind them, you can see. Hold on 1 second. She whisper, baby, don't rush this climb. We gon' stack calendars, not just one time. Love like credit, we could never decline. Seal it with a sip and a baseline grind, You know I ride when the clock can't spin. I'll be a calm when the chaos set in. One more year, one more sin, and we wash it all off when the countdown begins. There we go. Champagne New Year. I downloaded another tool so I can interact with y'all on screen. Y'all see this right here? So you telling me at the top of this, up here, you telling me up here ain't no camera nowhere on this phone that's able to catch them down here and what's going on in this corner? Is that what y'all really telling me, that there's nothing? I don't know, y'all. Drop in the comments and let me know what y'all think. I don't know. This story is just, to me, getting weirder and weirder. And she's not really saying anything. No news coverage is really blowing me because I don't even understand that at all. Especially this, with all the layers in this case. Then it's blowing me that they came out and said that the FBI is not pursuing charges because, according to them, he jumped out of the vehicle. Now, mind you, we haven't seen an FBI report that states these words at all. There's nothing. So all we have to go off of, again, is their words. But now we have these two Good Samaritans who are coming forward and contradicting everything that Lulu said, as well as everything the FBI is trying to allude to. And you telling me the BAU ain't picked up this doggone case yet? Criminal minds ain't trying to figure out what's going on.
Where was the Lulu girl?
Well, we never saw her. She only pulled up the last 2 minutes before he left to go to the hospital. We stuck around until the ambulance was.
She told us that she saw the light.
We were here for a while, so if you could, we know it was 5:02 p.m. when we left the restaurant, so it was still daylight out, but the sun was setting quick. By the time we left, it was dark out.
About how long was the ambulance here?
Ambulance was maybe here less than 5. Well, maybe 7. They came over to help you, and then they put him on the stretcher and got him over there. So the ambulance was probably on scene about 7 minutes.
Real quick, real fast.
It was pretty quick.
And they took him in under John Doe.
But she said she
I don't know that because he had a wallet with him.
Yes, they did.
Now, sometimes they do that to protect victims. They don't.
Yeah, you can ask the nurse. So they told us that he was under John Doe, but my brother was there. And then they moved him to a trauma name because they didn't know.
Which is normal for hospitals to do that if they think it's a suspicious something that's going on.
Thank you.
That is normal. From my perspective, we're going to
So once again, as a father, right? You telling me this girl said she didn't have no concern?
If this was my loved one, I'd be like, why is she so cold? She had no concern in her voice. She was
She
more
didn't
concerned.
contact us at all.
She was more concerned in getting her story straight so she wouldn't get in trouble. From my perspective.
I asked her who she was. I said, who are you? And she said, I'm his girlfriend. And I said, does he have any medical problems?
Wow.
But y'all didn't know where she came from.
Did the police contact you?
I can tell you, she came.
No.
Okay, so there's the question. They said no, the police has not contacted them.
Take a U-turn and come back. I don't know what
Like a white SUV, wasn't it?
The white Infinity truck.
Right here.
That's it. Last thing.
That's it right there.
That's it. That's our vehicle right there.
That's her truck.
On Archer Road.
I wasn't paying attention, but that point, this place was crawling with law enforcement and emergency services, so I wasn't watching.
I was focused on Tyrone, and he was watching everything else.
Yeah.
And I want to thank y'all. I want to thank y'all so much because at the end of the day, like, We're still just looking for answers.
Brother, do not lose faith in people.
I'm not.
I heard something you said and it hurt my heart, and that's why I want to talk to you, because there are good people out there.
There's so many good people. We thank you.
Kiara has the phone now. We don't have none of his belongings.
Thank you.
Hey, Shakira. I'm so sorry you couldn't make it because your pre-event already scheduled. Hey, Brianna. Man, just coming, seeing the sign say Archer Road. It's like a heavy burden.
Why not? If you're going to tell the story, baby, tell the whole story.
Not through no police that message came from, not through no detectives that message came from, but from the first one on the scene. The first one on the scene, and we know he was on the scene because he backed it up with facts. He backed it up with evidence.
January 6th, I talked to that man. You know what he said? Not one detective from Gainesville called him. Not one. It ain't even for to go in details because my family told me not to do that. But not one detective called him. And it's so sad. It's so sad that they didn't even reach out to him. We had him call them. We had him call them. You mean to tell me this busy road and the detectives say the traffic lights only catch a person running the red light? Other than that, they don't record anything. Come on, Gainesville, y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. With all the lies and all the answers, we didn't accuse nobody. We said we want the truth. We want the truth. Something happened under this bridge. Something happened under this bridge. And let me tell you, if anybody got a self-conscious of a family, you would want to know answers for what happened to your family members. A tank top. My nephew ain't jumped. He wasn't on no drugs. He got a reputation where people trying to slander his name. Nicky Stokes. But guess what? He was not an alcoholic. He drove trucks for a living. He was not an abuser. If that's the case, why did a witness call the police on Kiara Davis, a.k.a. Lulu, at the Ritz-Carlton in Miami? Why did she go to jail for jumping on my nephew public records in Miami? She been had mental issues. Don't try to give that guilt trip. You mad about a t-shirt. It ain't about no t-shirts, baby. Those shirts go for $40 and $50. Guess what? I sold that shirt for $30. The exact same price that man charged. I don't look for money, and anybody know me, that ain't my character. What I'm gonna do with a little t-shirt money? I was so happy that people was joining the cause and take a stand for justice for Dro. I got a heart. My family got a heart. We loved on the Jennings, just so you know. We was always connected all these years with our other sons, doing car washes, doing whatever it takes. We came together to make sure those boys go to rest. Why not? Why not? If you're gonna tell the story, baby, tell the whole story. And to be exact, it didn't go that way and I ain't attacking nobody, but I'm gonna tell it like it is. Let me tell you, our family didn't find out till 24 hours later. Our family didn't notify till 24 hours later why we got delayed. It happened on Saturday. It happened on Saturday. And without me trying to explain the situation, regardless of what you think, regardless of a side, it never was a side. The only thing that Davis had an issue with, we was not dealing with Lulu at all. We was not coming to grips with Lulu at all. It's our choice. But if that side decided to do that, that's fine. We got her nephew, Renee nephews out here, Renee mama out here, and guess what? They willing to take a stand and fight for answers. This is the bridge. This is the bridge in this area right here. Right here where he was found. I couldn't tell y'all that if I ain't know that. You see the top of this hill? And you see this right here? This way it was found at. He didn't jump out. I'm sorry. Gainesville, we ain't buying that. It done changed so many times. All we want is truth and answers. That's it. That's all. That's all we out here for justice for. We don't want war. We don't want chaos. We want peace. And we asking for peace. But that ain't sitting with the Davis family. That ain't sitting well with us. You can't run anything on us. It's a lot. Justice for Dro. It's a lot, y'all. For our family to deal with it. Yes, we seeking God for answers as well too. We are, but in the midst of our cry, we gotta get out there and have faith. We gotta get out there and push it. So it's not another cold case. It won't be he jumped out of no car with no scratches on his body. Cut it out, y'all. Cut that foolishness out. I got a heart. I'm a mother. Why would I attack or come against another mother? No way, Jose. At the end of the day, I talked to Renee the day before it happened.
on the phone over 30 minutes. It's not about that. It's about my nephew in one movement. See, the division coming, and that's how it's supposed to come, to see how we're going to react. We got love for that family, and that's why we come together for that family. But one thing we ain't going to do, and we have our right, we're not dealing with no lies, and we're not having this woman in our dwelling, because at the same time, no. All you didn't do when you was over there at the hospital, John Doe that got changed over to a trauma name, and anybody who knows about the hospital, when you come in under John Doe, they already know that they will change you over to a trauma name, and you stay under that trauma name until you gotta get up out of the coma or whatever you in to go to your real name. It doesn't change like that. We don't got time for lies. We don't got time to explain. We don't got time for excuses. Let me tell you something. All we want is to see the number one goal, and that's for justice to be served for my nephew. Just seeing the sign coming to Gainesville. I heard that here. Gainesville police out here. You have a peaceful protest. But one thing about it, if somebody call my car, if somebody call out this car, if somebody call our car, you don't tell us, you don't look back. You don't look back. You keep driving. If you jumped out of the car, girl, that made it even worse. You know somebody jumped out of the car. You see that? Imagine how his daddy feels. Imagine how his daddy feels.
If you see something fake, there's too many people out here.
We're on the corner on Archer Road. At 75. In the Gainesville area, we want to support this movement. All we want is justice. We're not promoting violence. We just want to know what belongs to us, what happened. You know, my son, he didn't go from being I love you everything to jumping out of the car.
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
We ain't accepting that at all. And then you pull off and leave them and don't even dial 911. It's not okay. That's why I say if a baby fall out of the car, is it okay to just pull off, don't dial 911? And y'all say that's love, and y'all say she hurting? How you was hurting? You drove off and somebody jumped out of the car 5 minutes up the street and waited till you saw the ambulance to think twice. Let me tell you something. For all y'all that tell, we showed these people family love. You see this? This is when they blood sister. We always had love for each other. At that candlelight, Janice was out there. She loved on us. We loved on them. There's no division. Lulu, you causing that. You causing that. And that don't work. Renee can feel how she feels. She knows she's vulnerable right now. But she know we got each other back down through the years. Stop. An investigation start right then and there. Not on no simple fact that they was told not to do an investigation because she wouldn't do nothing to harm her son. That's the only thing we had a problem with. My brother say, no, we want an investigation. We want an autopsy. That's what we requested. Y'all moving too slow. It's not an issue. But guess what? We want answers. We want justice. And we striking. We going out until we get them peacefully. We not doing no violence. We not doing no vengeance. All we want is justice for Dro. I'll be on here later. And I thank everybody who's supporting, not no one side or this side, but just supporting justice for Dro all together. That's all we ask. That's all we ask. That's all we deserve. Yeah, and to somebody, whomever it may be. You can change my words, all of that. Thank you, Lord, for creating me with thick skin. It's complete. The funeral gonna be on the 24th. We'll give y'all more information as to where. All of that should be coming up by Monday. But if you want to be prepared to come, we're in the Fort Lauderdale area. I got over 583 messages in my inbox. I apologize for anybody who reached out to me and I didn't acknowledge them or reach back out. I get so much things that come through. A lot of times I don't even want to open my eyes to pick up some of the stuff that comes through with between the videos and did you see this, did you see that? It ain't about me. It ain't about the Davises. It ain't about the Jennings. When I tell you it's about Tyrone Davis Jr., that's all. And it's a lot. It's a lot, and guess what? We gotta go. If you ain't got no family that got your back, if you don't know what it is to love, we love on each other. Guess what? We love on other people. We embrace other people. That's all we know. We was born like that. That's what's in our family. My brother right here, guess what? Look at her. He deserved that. He deserved that. When I tell y'all we don't care about nothing else, it's too much. It's too much. And that's all we asking everybody to come together and allow us. You see this lady, Nally? She done went above and beyond to try to seek answers, calling the mail, mailing letters, talking to people. And don't get me wrong, we have a lot of people that done came back with resources completely. But this is the spot. My nephew was found out with some pants on and a wife beater tank top, and this is the actual spot. Guess what? Right there in the road. He blocked his car. The nurse dragged him in this side. So not dragged him, but brought him over here to prop his head up and try to do work on him. But the actual man who found him, that's who we talked to. And it goes deeper than that. My nephew left here grunting with a pulse until he went unconscious. And the nurse came up and she aided on him until the ambulance that's 10 minutes in the area got here. So you mean to tell me, detective, the camera don't work unless you run the red light. There's so many businesses above. This is a busy road. My brother going on the other side. All we asking is for justice. All we asking is for justice.
This incident happened 2
The
days
27.
Yeah,
227. He said he can go over there as long as you're not in the road. No family want to go through this. No family should have to go through this. I don't care what the issue is. If we wrong for asking for answers, Lord, take the wheel and fix it. But I hear you saying, stand. I hear you saying, keep going. I hear you saying, stand. It's not okay to push it under a rug. Not another person to have an unsolved murder in Gainesville. No. All over the world, I'm getting calls, and I say, you know what, God? I didn't ask for this assignment. Sometimes I go like Jonah the other way when I got a message to be delivered. And you know what? God said he tired of me. He tired of me. I can't run. He put me on an assignment, and I'm not backing down. I'm not backing down. There's so many people reach out to me, and I hear testimonies of their loved ones that they have unsolved cases. I hear messages saying they were killed by the girlfriend, by the wife. It happens all over the world. People are grieving. People are hungry, whether it's your dad, whether it's your brother, whether it's your sister. When I tell you people need answers, you have to get out there. And let me tell you, it's not all right to just feel like if you don't have nobody to be the voice. I don't care if it's just you. Make those calls. Still keep seeking answers. Sometimes cold cases 20 years later get solved. And God said it ain't gonna take all of that. Not in this situation. It's not gonna be all of that in this situation. Brother, you all right?
I know we're gonna be all right.
You heard that?
I know we're gonna be all right. Because even when we find out what happened to him, the night's still gonna be on my back. You feel me? He gone forever. All I got is memories. You know? That's a real human being, y'all.
Y'all pray for our family.
My son ain't deserve this. My son ain't go for no bed. I love you, my everything. To fucking in the street right here in this spot right here. Like a dog.
Left like a dog. Ain't look back and you can make the excuses of, oh, if it was my man and he asked to get out the car, if it was my person, stuff happened, we understand reality happened. And like Nikki say, we can even deal if it was an accident. We didn't even get that. Because one thing about it, if you put somebody out of the car and you loved them like that, you would have been right on the side of them saying, baby, get back in this car. Baby, come on, let's go. Guess what? You would have looked in that rearview mirror, you would have been watching what was going on when he got out that car. Lulu, you failed. And you lied.
And you didn't contact us.
You didn't contact us. Renee,
no
you got a call the next day. You didn't contact us either. And I asked my family to give you a pass. You drove to Gainesville 4 hours away. And then you called my mama and said he fell at the gas station and bumped his head. And now he in the hospital, brain dead. I told my family to give you a pass. They was upset. You didn't even dial the number.
Come on, y'all.
You did. The very next day when you got the call or whenever you got the call, we supposed to got a call. If y'all gonna tell the story, Nikki Stokes, tell the whole story. Tell them how we extended our hand to that mother so many times to Renee, letting her know, come over, we need to get together, we need to have, she said, out her own mouth. I said, Renee, we want to go ahead and move forward and make funeral plans. And I said, we asking for you to come over so we can move on and make those funeral plans. We understood she was grieving, and we showed empathy for that. And I said, it's only one request that David's family is asking. And that is for Lulu not coming to the funeral. And thank God it's already settled. Now she won't be coming. I'm going to say that first. But the first thing she said out of her mouth was, well, Kiara coming. And I was like, ooh, I can't tell my family that. So I held it inside. I kept it to myself and told them. She said she'll get back with me and let me know. And in my heart, I was like, Renee, I heard what you said. That's what I told her. I heard what you said. I said, Renee, think about it. Pray about it. And I said, and then get back with me and let me know what you want to do, because we never had no problems with Renee family and our family. We always been as one. So after a few days, they asked me, well, what did she say, Tasha? I I said she didn't say nothing. I didn't hear from her. So guess what? Her time expired. We moving on. Because I couldn't tell them what she had told me. So what I did was plan a candlelight. I planned a candlelight and said we're moving on. And then we got a call to say, why my mama ain't know nothing about this? Oh, why my mama ain't this and that? And when y'all say she's quiet, the family went quiet. It was coming all through a door, the nonsense, the foolishness, and this and that. But I ain't even gonna give them that much power on this live. We here for one thing, so I'm gonna cut that short right now. We here for justice. We want justice, we want answers. So when you bloggers or whatever, figure out what y'all want to say. It's not no one against no other. It's nothing but justice for Dro. It's nothing but Tyrone Davis. That's all what it's about. That's it. That's all. Tyrone Davis. We going, how far we got to go to the limit? We going to the top about justice for Dro. 35 years old. Guess what? And he was taken. God allowed it. But guess what? There's consequences too. There's consequences for actions that was taken. And anybody can't see that? If you got a loving heart and you got anything in you and you're not cold, you'll understand why we out here. You'll understand why we want to make this decision to stand up for all family members. That's right. The same mouth you looking at right now was the same mouth on the corner having car washes for burying the Jenny's son, Renee's son. Yeah, this family, the same family, it ain't about what you did, what we did, but we done been through them with all of them. So guess what? Ain't no backing down now. Ain't no backing down now. The funeral is the 24th. I keep saying funeral. The 24th, I'll get back to y'all with answers on where when by Monday. But all the way from Tallahassee, thank y'all for checking in all over the world. My heart is heavy. Look at my brother. Sometimes he just take a moment and go.
Passing my palm like a trophy. Gold on my wrist, that's the old me. New year, new flight, same nosebleed. Still from the mud, but I rose clean.
Y'all gotta understand how toe up his daddy gotta be. I mean, think about that as a parent. His mama too. Parents aren't supposed to bury their children. Children are supposed to bury their parents. And more we've seen parents burying their children for no reason at all. There's no reason at all that StepDaddy Dro is not still with us today. And we can't say, but it was God's will. It was God's will. No. That was someone's choice. That wasn't God's will. That was someone's choice. That was someone who chose to play God in the life of someone else. That was someone who probably moved off impulse. And by the time they realized what they impulsively did, it was too late. This story is really sad. We're going to keep following it. Make sure you go to the home channel and subscribe to the other channels. I am going to be doing a video on this. I will be posting it on the Hennessy Zone. This year, I'm going to be focusing on not just building out the home channel, which is the Champagne City, but we also have Champagne Secrets Reacts, which is our Champagne Shenanigans. That's also our reaction channel. So a lot of your reaction videos that you've been seeing over here are going to start being over there. Please subscribe. Hennessy Zone videos, like stories like this, is going to be on the Hennessy Zone channel. Not the lives, only the pre-recorded videos that I create. So only creations. Home channel in 2026 is going to be the home of all my lives and my production style videos, like my secret obsession. What else do I have that I haven't done anything with in a while? Holly Weird Untold. I need to do another one of those soon. So those are still going to be here, but reaction videos, those are going to go to Reacts. True crime videos, not lives, are going to go to the Hennessy Zone. And then, of course, we have Champagne Mystique for all of our things to go bump in the night. Inky Noir. Lord knows I got to start making videos over there. Help. Father. Help. I need programs to help run all these channels. Because I am a one-woman show. Speaking of which, please hit the like and subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when we jump into whichever sector we happen to jump into for another show. Speaking of which, coming up soon, we are going to be jumping into the Discord for a watch party. This show right here is one of my favorite shows from back in the day. I had a little bit of nostalgia. So the caption on here says, what would you do if you had the money and opportunity to pay them all back? Everybody that hurt you, everybody that broke you, everybody that did you wrong, messed up your name, started rumors on you, got you locked up. Everybody that did you wrong, if you had the money and opportunity to pay them back, would you? Well, you should see what this girl decided to do with her money and her opportunity. And we gonna jump in Discord and we gonna watch it. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, notification bell, so you'll be notified when we get into the Discord. Also, the link to the Discord is in the description of every video. I would love to have you in the discussion in the watch party. Also, if you can do me a favor and support the channel, the Cash App is on the screen. You can grab one of those memberships. As I explained to my members on yesterday, I did change my membership tiers. So now instead of having 2, we only have 1. We will have an additional tier that will be coming up, but those are going to be specific for things that have to do with like coaching and vision coaching and things like that. So those will be specific. There's going to be a lot of things coming up in the channel. This story right here, we're going to continue to follow because I do feel like there's going to be some more stuff coming out with this story. Has to, because none of the stories make sense or are aligned. It's morphing all over the place. It's like a bad AI prompt code is what it is right now. It's glitching and morphing. It's distorted. All kind of stuff is going on. One clarification I did want to make, originally looking at the video, it looked like there was no space between the road and the guardrail, and there is enough space for if she would have opened the door or he opened the door for him to have gotten out. Again, I say I don't believe the vehicle was moving. I think he got out on his own. If the vehicle was moving, the only way to get blunt force trauma to the head like that, in my opinion, his back would have had to be to the door. That's what I said yesterday. I'm sticking with it. I'm standing by it. If you didn't do nothing to him in that car and he wasn't hit upside the head with nothing in that car to cause blunt force injuries, then, Miss Ma'am, his back had to be to the door and he fell out the vehicle backwards. Which I'm still trying to understand. Because there's no... We're going to be following this story. Drop in the comments and let me know what you think. Give me your scenarios. It's all alleged. It's okay. We're not saying adamantly what happened, but we are telling what we feel happened. So drop in the comments and let me know what you think. Alright? Thank you for joining me in Champagne City. Confidants and visitors. Always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, baby, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again. Ta-ta.
Champagne New Year, let it rain like drip from the ceiling to the daylight. Say my name, say it, make it feel right. This our time, this our highlight.
I'm the midnight sun in a blackout. Lit the whole block when I cashed out. Turn pain to confetti when I step out. Every scar on my skin is a map route. Shorty on my side like a seatbelt hold. Voice like smoke and her heartbeat go. She went slow motion, whole world on pause. Got curves like questions, I get lost in the calls, yeah. She whisper, baby, don't rush this climb. We gon' stack calendars, not just one time. Love like credit, we could never decline. Seal it with a sip and a baseline grind,
Yeah, yeah, you know I ride when the clock can spin. I'll be your calm when the chaos set in. One more year, one more sin, and we wash it all off when the countdown begins.